Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to be showing you how to make wine-glazed lamb meatballs. So as I show you how, please sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting those feet of yours up to, and enjoy this episode. And don't forget to subscribe. In this episode, you'll be walked through the preparation of fresh lamb meatballs, fried and then glazed with a wine reduction before being served with a punchy chive and mustard mash. We've made sure to keep all steps simple and easy to follow, leaving you to simply gather the ingredients needed for this recipe, which will be reviewed at the end with a session of tasting. So now, with the introductions made and your interest peaking, please allow me to show you how to turn these into this. To prepare wine-glazed lamb meatballs with a mincer or a food processor, in my case, mince your lamb, ensuring that all meat has been finely minced. Doing this quickly to prevent over-processing and warming the meat. With the meat then set aside in your fridge, in a saucepan, melt butter, within which shallots, carrots, celery, fresh rosemary and minced garlic should be sweated and allowed to cook under a lid over a medium-low heat for merely a few minutes, before turning out and adding to your lamb mince with a splash of stock, a helping of breadcrumbs, fresh black pepper and salt. Proceeding by then massaging the ingredients together by hand or with a spatula, and then portioning ideally with a scale. As you slowly populate a tray with fresh meatballs, all of which should be uniformly shaped and sized, yielding a tray akin to the one on screen now. With the meatballs formed, take a moment to cook and mash potatoes, which should be enhanced with cream, butter and mustard at first over a medium heat before seasoning with salt and pepper to taste, finished off with chives. After having recalled your chilled lamb meatballs in a pan lined with hot molten fat over a medium-high heat, partially cook and sear your meatballs in batches, looking to obtain a deep, dark brown crust on at least two sides, and with the meatballs set aside, in the same pan still over a medium-high heat, fry coarsely chopped shallots, celery and carrots for a minute or two, following on with the addition of stock, red wine, tomato paste and yeast extract, before aggressively reducing the contents by 2/3 as you relax with our content in hand to pass the time by, making sure to help us out if you haven't done so already by liking and subscribing. Thanks. Once sufficiently reduced, thicken with a butter flour paste, which should be added after extracting the stock wine reduction by adding the liquid to the paste in small increments against the formation of lumps. Then, over a medium heat, recall and place in your lamb meatballs to cook through, as well as absorb the wine stock reduction, which should also be used to baste and glaze the balls as they cook. As you continue to baste, the sauce should begin to thicken, with the aromas and flavors intensifying as time passes. And then, with the ideal consistency obtained, switch off your source of heat, finish with salt and black pepper to taste, as well as fresh mint to complete. To serve, we recommend first establishing a layer of mash upon which your wine-glazed meatballs should be placed and doused with the flavoursome complementary sauce. And so now, with wine-glazed lamb meatballs made and your interest peaking, I think it's time for tasting, tasting, tasting. Are you ready? Are you steady? 3, 2, 1. This is what food, homemade food, is all about. I was already very much impassioned when making this, and really all the effort pays off. the meatballs are melt in the mouth, tender, juicy, succulent, and the sauce, which I'll get into, but first, the sauce has adhered wonderfully to the meatballs, which means with every bite, with every mouthful, you are impacted with so many multifaceted flavors. The sauce is very, very deep. It has so much flavor to it because, of course, it is a wine concentrate. Make no mistake about that. But then there are very meaty, umami, savory elements to it. And of course, is because of the yeast extract, otherwise known as Marmite, and it being lamb, mint really did play a part in enhancing this dish, because mint and lamb, for those of you who are British, English, know that to be a marriage made in heaven. And finally, the mustard mash enhanced with chives goes wonderfully with this. It's a perfect dish and would be... I'm lost for words, honestly. I've exhausted my vocabulary. I actually just want to try another bite, and I might just do that right now. Wonderful. Wonderful. And so, with all of that being said, given now that you are aware of how to make this fantastic dish, please go out, get the ingredients, make yourselves lamb meatballs, because as you're now well and truly aware, it is worth it. So please make this dish, please. Thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make these wine glazed lamb meatballs. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone, and I mean everyone, that you know about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you